Hey guys, welcome back. And today I have a very odd item to show you. It's a GE Alto F32T8 U6 fluorescent tube. Now you're probably wondering, what on earth is a GE Alto fluorescent tube? Well, it is a GE fluorescent tube, as you can see by the etch here, with green Phillips end caps. Now, this is definitely a very cursed looking item, but I think the explanation here is that GE got Phillips to manufacture these fluorescent tubes for them for a short while. Maybe they couldn't manufacture this certain fluorescent tube for some reason for a little while. Or maybe there were supply chain issues or something, but they ended up getting Phillips to manufacture these tubes for them, and Phillips accidentally forgot to remove the green end caps from these tubes, so they ended up with green end caps with a GE etch, and that is what I think happened here. But it definitely makes for a very odd and unique tube to look at. Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and take a look at this tube, a closer look. So, this is essentially a regular 32-watt T8 fluorescent tube, like a 4-foot one, that has been bent in half, as you can tell, and now it's a 2-foot U-shaped tube. And we even have a little strap here to keep this from, pulling apart if someone were to do that and cracking at the end. Well, there's not really anything else to look at physically with this tube. It's just a typical U-bent tube. However, we do have a price sticker and an etch. So we'll take a look at the etch first. This is the GE F32T8 SPX35 U6 tube. So it is a 32-watt T8 tube, pretty typical here in the United States. And this is a 800 series 3500K. And it is a 6-inch U-bend, as you can tell, which doesn't mean that the whole thing here is 6 inches. It means that it's 6 inches in between here. So the whole thing from that angle is 8 inches across. This is a T8 moduline tube. That's the name GE uses for the U-bent tubes. It's 32 watts, and it contains mercury. It was made in China. And we get, don't dispose of it in the garbage, all that kind of stuff on there as well. Now, I don't see any kind of Phillips date code on this, which is very odd. Normally, there would be a 2-character date code with a letter and a number, and you could decode that really easily in order to determine how old a tube is, but I don't see any of that on this etch, unless that is the date code. I'm not sure what Phillips is doing nowadays, but I don't know how old this is. Now, there is something else over here. Perhaps that is a GE date code. I'm not sure. But if this is Phillips made, you'd think there'd be a Phillips date code. But anyway, here's the price sticker. You can see it gives you the official ordering code F32T8 SPX35/U6 UPC. We'll take a closer look at our end caps. Typical Alto green end caps. I assume this is just a regular Phillips U-bent tube, rebadged with the GE etch and price tag. Well, there's not really much else to look at with this tube, so I suppose we'll go ahead and turn it on. I do have a ballast that I put together very crudely earlier in order to test this. So I have this 2-lamp electronic T12 ballast, and I wired it up so that it will operate 1 lamp, like so. So yeah, and I'll actually put a code up for the video I used to figure out how to do this, because I do want to credit the person who made the video, because it was very helpful. And I also tried a different method that I found online and it didn't work. So if you guys ever need to do stuff like this, I want to give you guys the link to find something that will work, guaranteed. Well, anyway, I just have this wired up so that it can be used with 1 lamp. And there's the sockets. They're not the U-bend sockets, because I don't have any of those, but since it's not an actual U-bend fixture, those will work just fine. So I'll go ahead and plug the ballast in. Power strip is off, and then I am going to twist these sockets on in order to connect up this U-bend tube. And there are the sockets all connected. Oop. Yeah, sometimes they want to pull off. That's just a thing that you have happen when you do stuff like this. I wouldn't try stuff like this at home, or I would only try it at your own risk. But yeah, now the tube has been connected, so we'll go ahead and turn off the lights and turn this on in 3, 2, 1. And there it is. It's a rapid start ballast, but it pretty much operates like instant start when used in this way. It probably operates like instant start actually normally as well. But anyway, yeah, you can see it's 3500K. It looks a lot cooler in person than it does on camera. But yeah, just a 3500K 800 series, not too bad for the color rendering. Here's some things we can take a look at. See the color rendering. That's not bad. Got these. Red seems pretty good. It's not bad. Pink seems especially vibrant under this tube. Overall, I think the 3500K tubes are the most vibrant for the colors in any variety. Well, I think I've only seen 835 before, but they really do seem to make colors pop, especially certain ones like the pink on this one. Well, anyway, yeah, there is the GE Alto F32T8 U6 tube. I'll go ahead and move the phone here so that we can take a look at the etch while this tube is operating. There it is. There's my ballast setup. Again, do this at your own risk. Lower the exposure so you can really see it good there. Pull that back up. But yeah, anyway, watch it start up one more time. Yeah, just instant start. Alright, well, we'll turn back on the lights here. Pull off our sockets, put all that stuff to the side. And we'll take one last look at this tube with the lights on. Here's the etch, the end caps, the price tag, and that one little code. There's the price, there's the code. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to look at with this tube. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Until next time.